believe, three returning seniors. Brandon Whitney, Randall Gleason. Oh, sorry, 4. Patrick Connor and Sam Clark.
The varsity team is looking to capitalize off a strong performance. The JV won their first opener today against Boys Latin, 2-1. The varsity looked to capitalize on that. Don's huddling up for the cheer, and they'll take the court. Starting lineup: Connolly, Mossbauer, Gilmore, Whitney, Cohen, and Clark on the court for the Dons to start, along with libero Randall Gleason.
BL will be starting with Ari Whitker, Jack Finity, sorry if it's announced, Bryce Milton, Stephen Davis, Connor Stevens, John Butler, and Michael Foster.
Foster with the first serve for BL to get the match underway. Ladies and gentlemen, volleyball season is underway. Clark sets Whitney now. Back to Clark. Sends it wide. Foster the southpaw serve. Clark too close to the net.
Stephen Davis with the putback down. Great block by him.
Yeah, good alertness there to see that ball was heading over on his side. Just tap it down before Loyola could react. And Gleason that time is unable to set it back up. BL 3-0 lead to start it off. Foster sends it across. Gleason to Whitney. Clark, the soft tap, and Loyola's on the board.
Number 6, Casey Gilmore will be starting off with the serve for Loyola.
Gilmore with Loyola's first service, and it's short. Powerful serve, Gleason. Clark, an absolute rocket there. Deflects off BL and out. Loyola on the board for the second time.
Sam Clark, by far one of the better players on Loyola. Not that everybody is bad players, but Clark, one of the best players in the MIA.
Yep, truly an elite volleyball player on the floor for the Dons.
Kirk Mosbauer with the serve.
Some miscommunication there from the Lakers. Loyola able to capitalize.
Bring this game now in by 1.
Mosbauer pushes the second service far right.
Randall Gleason back in for the Dons. Stephen Davis with the serve.
Gilmore sets. Whitney, Connolly, the soft tap. It's covered by BL. Foster. Gleason tried to get a hand of that. Might have been going out. Good effort nonetheless. Boys Latin takes the point. Whitney, a soft set.
Connolly just put that right back into the net and getting height on it.
That was an opportunity for Loyola to capitalize there. Boys Latin didn't go for any elaborate play, just tapped it right back over, but Connolly might have been taken a bit by surprise. Whitney, great
Nice
save.
Able to get back into play.
Foster sets. The soft tap. Good dig by Gleason.
Clark with the putback.
And that play all started when Brandon Whitney made that great one-handed save over by the far referee's chair.
Micah Dorsey in from James Connolly. And Patrick Connor in for Brandon Whitney.
Dorsey will take the service. Werder, Foster.
Good save there by Gilmore. Clark sapped off.
So far, that's been Loyola's go-to play. Just get the ball to Sam Clark, let him do his thing. 7-5 Lakers.
See, Clark is definitely a threat when he's up on the net. Once again, Sam Clark, soft tap, gets a point for Loyola.
Clark and Ethan Cohen, the sophomore there at the net.
Cohen, one of the two sophomores on the team, along with Nick Cummings.
Loyola ties it up. Here's Dorsey with the service. Tapped over by, BL now. Gleason with the set. Dorsey. Played off the roof. Clark slams it back. Werder unable to corral it. And Loyola's in the lead.
I feel like BL should not have tried to play that ball there. At least try to get it set up towards the net instead of putting it right back over. Dorsey's run comes to an end, but is able to get the Dons to take a point lead, and now it's tied. Connor Stevens with the serve now for BL.
Stevens sends the service long. Don's back in the lead.
The big man, Sam Clark, will now be serving for the Dons.
Clark now unable to help out at the net. He does dig that one. Cohen sets it.
BL got the point there because I believe that was Casey Gilmore touched the ball twice.
I believe Cohen was called for a hold there. Gleason, Dorsey sets. Block. Gleason back with it. Dorsey again. Tapped over, dug out. Cohen to Clark.
Able to put it back.
Sam Clark does it again. He's been by far Loyola's most consistent hitter for the Dons.
Gleason now serving.
Mosbauer in for Cohen. Short serve dug out.
Miscommunication there.
No one there to knock it back over for BL. Bryce Milton was in the area, as was Foster, but they both thought the other was getting it. Here's Gleason to serve again. Stevens, Foster, tapped over. Clark, to Dorsey. Mosbauer taps it. It's rejected. Here's Gilmore. He's blocked. Gleason unable to put it back up. And BL will take the point. 2 straight blocks from BL there.
Jack Finity now serving for BL.
Finity to line drive. Too much speed there. That one's Gonna sail out.
Conley in for Dorsey. And Whitney in for Pat Connor.
It's Gilmore, Mosbauer, and Connolly, the trio of juniors at the net for Loyola. As Whitney prepares to serve.
3 sophomores up front, 3 seniors up, or juniors up front, seniors out back.
Werder, the short tap, saved by Connolly. Now Clark back up. Gilmore. It's over. Now Foster. Werder. Whitney for the Dons. Connolly sets it. It's Gilmore again. The soft tap. Saved just over the net. Loyola recovers. Gilmore again.
Point for Loyola there.
Now, Darren, despite that last service from Whitney, the Dons went down early. They were down 3-0, then 5-2, but they've pulled back, and now they have a 2-point lead over BL
Yeah, definitely
in the first set.
Down early, found their mojo, and then finally got it back.
Yeah, perhaps a little bit of early season jitters. This is the first game after all, but
Michael Foster with the serve for BL.
Dons have improved in play since then. That's Stephen Davis able to shove that one right down Loyola's throats. Connolly. Whitney sets. It's Clark. That's a point for Loyola. BL knocked it back into the net. It was unclear for a moment what happened. But Sam Clark, he's been playing outstanding so far, Darian.
I thought Clark put that right back into the net on Loyola's side, but apparently somehow it got over onto BL's. Loyola gets points. Throw.
Gilmore the service. Clips the net. Foster sets for Werder. Now, short from the outside. Gleason to Whitney.
BL's point for 2 touch. Assuming by either Whitney or Gleason.
Werder slams a hard service in the net. Loyola now, with a 3-point lead.
Good dig out there.
Foster off of Clark.
Loyola's point.
Loyola now holds their largest lead of the game, 4 points, as Mosbauer steps to the line. Stevens, the left-handed hit.
BL takes the ball back for the serve. Stephen Davis now serving.
Stationary serve, Gleason digs that one for Whitney.
Clark. Put back.
What a monster. Smashes that one home. Not only is he naturally tall, but he's just able to elevate above the net to give himself a better angle for the smash.
Yeah. Shocked he doesn't play basketball for the Dons. Dorsey in for Connolly and Pat Connor in for Brandon Whitney. Seems like that's been the main changes here. See if Dorsey can get another run for the Dons.
Good communication there from Loyola. You see, Dorsey went to dive for that. You could hear someone on Loyola's side scream out, held up. Loyola wins the point. 5-point lead now for the Dons. Stevens now on the set. Foster tap.
Nice save there by.
Clark rejects it.
See if Don's can get the next 5 and take the match. Or game, my bad.
BL calls timeout. Clearly, Loyola is getting the better of the match now. They were down by 3, now up by 6. Lost the first 3 points, Darian. So Loyola on a 20-11 run. Let's see. Coach Tim Baer giving the Dons instruction. He has to like what he's seen so far, how the Dons have come back. 20-11 run since BL won the first 3 points.
It's a pretty good run by the Dons. I'd say it all started with Michael Dorsey there, getting the nice serves.
Yeah, obviously Matt Whitty had a really nice save over by the far stands, but clearly standing of the game goes to Sam Clark. He's had a spectacular game.
I'd say it also goes to Michael Dorsey for getting those runs in on serving.
I don't have statistics with me, Darian, but if I did, I have to say that Clark's probably accounted for half of Loyola's points.
If even more.
I think BL looks discouraged, Darian. You can see 1 or 2 players already, shirts over their heads. They look like they're ready to turn in. We'll see if Loyola can capitalize on the seeming lack of team morale from BL. Here's Dorsey. Connor sends that one just wide.
I'd say you don't want to get a score and get into your head. It's a game. You guys can always come back from it. It's like what we've seen with basketball versus St. Francis and Cower Hall.
Indeed. And that serves from Stevens lands in. Both Gleason and Gilmore parted. Thought it was going out. It'll be Stevens, southpaw. Serve one again. Stevens, low serve, Gleason. Gilmore. Connor, soft set. Werder.
Nice block there by Clark, I believe.
Either Clark or Cohen. Connor. Oh, great save by Cohen, but point to BL.
Don's hit the ball 4 times.
Yep. One of them was on the block by Cohen, I believe. Yeah, a little bit of momentum. And Connor, good save there by Gilmore.
I get over.
Connor puts it over the net, redeems himself. Werder to Foster. Foster back to Stevens. Gilmore, good one-handed dig there. Here's Dorsey on the set. Clark, great save by Stevens. Foster tipped, and Clark puts it back in.
All started with Casey Gilmore's 2 saves.
Yeah,
one
great.
after a misfire went straight back, another one came back over.
Great hustle play from the junior. Clark service into the net. You have to remember, Darren, Dons coming off crushing loss in the postseason last year, winning 2-0 against MSJ in the semifinals. They somehow lost 3 straight sets to a team which they had not dropped a set all year. So that has to be weighing heavy on their minds, on the minds of head coach Tim Baer. As Connor has a slam deflected by Werder, but it goes out. Dons take a 22-18 lead.
I'd say that loss last year in the postseason, Sam Clark wants his redemption. Seems like he's getting it here.
That's for sure. A number of players last season thought it might have been their year. Win the championship, take down Gilman. Unfortunately, it was not to be. MSJ. Really an extraordinary comeback.
Great hit over the net there by BL, just in no man's land where no Dons were.
Off the side, you might not be able to see it, but sophomore Ethan Cohen consulting with Mr. Parr, the athletic trainer. Appears to be looking at his right wrist.
Don's point, ball was in.
An absolute dart fired there. Just caught the corner.
Whitney and Connolly back in for Pat Connor and Michael Dorsey.
So far, Coach Bear relying on a young core of about 8 players to handle this game.
I'd say they mainly rely on their juniors and seniors. Ball is in. Don's looking to take the game right here.
Set point for the Dons. Whitney to serve. Gleason knocks it over. Don's able to take it. Dons win the first set, 25-19. Strong performance there, Darian. Considering went down early. Great show of determination to come back.
We'll take a break, be back for the second set. Matt Smolka, I'm Darian Anderson, here at Jerry Savage Court, Loyola Volleyball versus BL.
Volleyball. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Jerry Savage Court. I'm Matt Smolka alongside Darian Anderson. Loyola takes the first set 25-19 after going down 3 points to none. Made a strong comeback, took the first set. They were looking to keep the momentum going into set number 2. Darian, what were your observations of the first set?
Loyola definitely went down early, as we saw, went down 3-0, but Sam Clark will bring the Dons back, and they went 20-11 run. See if they can keep that momentum going against Boys Latin.
Yeah. You know, at times to me, it seems that Boys Latin has just looked a bit tired, a bit lackluster.
Yeah.
It seems like Loyola's been mostly on the attacking end, forcing BL to react to them. We'll see if that trend continues into the second set.
Loyola will be serving first, BL.
Junior Casey Gilmore showed off some impressive hustle late in that second set. Will be taking the first service for the Dons. Second set is underway. Foster, good effort there, but unable to put it in a hittable position for BL.
See if the Dons keep their momentum going from last set.
Stevens, Foster, the left-handed kill.
Stevens will be serving for BL too.
Foster's left-handed effort, well wide. Cohen back to the net for the Dons. Appeared to be having some issue with his right hand early in the first set. Apparently that's no problem. BL, another miscommunication.
Seems like that's BL's weakness for this game. They haven't been communicating that much, and it's led to a lot of dropped balls.
Right. They've had a string of some impressive play, but it's true, Darren. The communication, or rather lack thereof, seems to be getting the better of them.
I've been here in Loyola more than I have BL. BL gets a point for 4 touches.
Yep. Clark tried to tap it soft over the net. Hit the top of the net, came back, hit his hand. 4 touches, BL's point. Werder the serve.
Ball be in on
it's
the line.
in. Ace there for Ari Werder.
So that ball just hugged the line and was able to get in.
Gleason. Clark smashes it off the net. Foster able to recover. Milton, two-handed tap. Gleason to Whitney. Connolly.
That's a good point there.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. 2 linesmen, line judges for this match, both Loyola JV players. I have to say, he did not look too happy about having to call that serve in.
Yeah.
Here's Milton. Slams deflected. Dorsey sets. Connor. That's out. Senior Pat Connor has had a pretty good game so far. He has misfired on a couple of slams. He's another player who I'm sure feels that postseason loss from last season is quite difficult.
Good block there by Milton.
Yep. Dorsey tried to knock it back over, but it's wide. BL back in the lead early in the second set. Connor Dorsey sets it, and Cohen slams it through. Werder unable to react in time.
Sam Clark now serving. See if we can get a rally going for the Dons.
All in all, though, I think it's been a strong performance from sophomore Ethan Cohen. What do you think, Darian?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Everybody's been contributing to this game.
Yep. Cohen especially, the only underclassman starting. He has proven he can compete at the varsity level. That's Loyola's point. I believe it was Foster called for the hold there. Clark
with the bullet.
Man, he must have launched that thing 15 feet in the air before it came down, and that was an absolute laser. Nothing BL could do there.
See if he can do it again.
A high serve off the net. Unfortunate, that was looking like another ace. It's Milton with the left-handed. Clark to Dorsey. It's Gilmore. And the BL libero unable to control the slam from Gilmore. Loyola now won 4 straight points. It's an 8-5 lead.
Coach Bear giving tips out to the guys on front.
Clark Not quite as devastating on the serve. Stevens with a strong left-handed smash to return the service to BL.
Seems like Stevens is the Sam Clark of BL. Did you say that?
I wouldn't quite compare him to Sam Clark, but he's had a strong game, as has Ari Werder.
I'd say everybody's been having a strong game.
Michael Foster also for BL. Those three. Bryce Milton seeing a good bit of the floor.
Kirk Mosbauer now in for Cohen.
It'll be the Loyola libero, Reynold Gleason, senior to serve. Gleason looked like it might have been in. That one spun just wide. Milton serve for BL. Dorsey sets. Connor, the soft, and he gets it. It's a good adjustment by Pat Connor there. His last two hard slams, I should say, haven't quite worked out. He was able to tap that one over BL. Give Loyola the point.
Say Whitney and Connolly back in.
See both benches for the team standing up really into the game. Foster goes for the left-handed tap. That's wide. Might have been closer to the far line than he thought. A good effort, though.
Whitney puts that right back into the net.
Service from BL's libero. Clark Gilmore, just low, catches the net.
So this set's definitely been a lot closer than the first set.
Yep.
It's only 2-point difference. The highest difference it's gotten to is 3 or 4.
And give credit to BL. They've been resilient in this game. They've showed some flashes of true brilliance.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Gilmore serve. Foster to Werder.
Just whiffed on it.
Completely miskeyed that one. Laughs it off.
It's never a good feeling when you whiff in volleyball,
Yep.
hit air ball.
Still, that was good encouragement from his team. He's had a pretty strong game. Werder, Stevens, and that's Clark with the block.
Timeout by BL. So I don't think the Dons have used any of their timeouts yet this game.
Now I feel like there's never really been a stretch, except for maybe the first 2 or 3 points in this game where they really needed a talking to, needed to calm down. Right now they have the momentum. It's up to BL to react, see what they can do to change the game plan.
They've been keeping it close, but recently Loyola's starting to run away with it. Going for the win.
Yeah. Now, Darian, if you were BL's coach right now, what would you be saying to the Lakers in the huddle?
I'd probably be telling them to try not to get the score into their heads, like every other coach, but at the same time telling them tips and tricks on how to get at least tie this game back or get into a 1-2 point difference.
Right. I think they just need to maintain a consistent level of play when they've played well. They have looked pretty good. They have won 3, 4, 5 points in a row, but it's been the same for Loyola.
Just they've won more.
Gilmore off the net. Good dig there. BL's libero. Werder. Gleason calls Gilmore off. Whitney now sets to Clark. Deflected. Good save from Stevens. Foster unable to dig it over. Milton off Gilmore's serve. Loyola somehow able to recover it. Davis tries to slam it back. Here's Clark with the one hand.
Clark with put back.
Loyola's bench reacted to that. Close to the net, Clark just rose up, smashed that one to the floor.
I think that's the most I've heard the Don's bench. Clark's been playing so well.
I agree. Loyola now holds their largest lead in either set, 7 points. Make that 8 points now. 17-9 Loyola in the lead. Gilmore with a laser. Werder with the one hand. Whitney off the net. And Gleason over. Alert play there from Whitney. Foster sets. Stevens. Might have been going out. Gilmore sets it anyway. Connolly off the net. Good dig. Longest rally of the game, but it ends as Foster is unable to put that one within the boundaries.
Let's see soon the first of Nick Cummings, the other sophomore on the team, going in for the senior Sam Clark.
Yeah, Coach Bear obviously believes with a 18-9 lead, he can allow his best player a little bit of rest.
Definitely, that's what you always want to do when you get
Get
good
the
lead.
Get its only other sophomore, a bit of playing time in this match. Gilmore off the net. Great dig from Milton. Whitney sets it. Werder.
It's actually Cummings, not Whitney.
Anyway, Darren, to me, the biggest difference in this set, it just seemed like BL's just had to react to all of Loyola's play here. You can see the last 2 or 3 points, they've unable to get a hit out, instead opting just to send it back over the net. And Loyola's been absolutely crushing them on it. Werder's blocked there. Stevens finally able to win BL a point. That was Mosbauer and Cummings at the net. Unable to knock it back on the BL side. Foster the service. Gleason. Whitney sets. Cummings. Hard slam. But now it's to Werder. He'll tap it soft. Whitney digs it. Connolly. Cummings again with the aggressiveness. Here's Foster. And Werder will send it back over. Mosbauer puts it away off the set from Whitney.
It's like Cummings coming out with some fire.
Oh, yeah. He's clearly eager to prove what he can do here on the varsity hardwood.
I don't blame him. I would too. Mosbauer puts that right back into the net.
And Mosbauer also shaking his left hand.
So I did see beforehand he did have, I don't remember which hand it was. I think it was his left hand a little bit bandaged.
Yeah.
Just taping 2 fingers together.
Appears to be talking to Sam Clark about it. As Whitney sets Cummings. Great dig by Whitney. Sent back over by Gleason. Now Werder. Foster. Stephen Davis.
So we got Dylan Monahan coming to the game for the Dons.
First appearance from junior Monahan. He'll have the service.
Coach Bear's trying to get guys who haven't played any time yet in.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea just to get any guys. This might be their first varsity game. Just try and get the jitters out when it doesn't matter as much. Connor, left-handed tap, just hits the top of the net, rolls back down. It's BL's point.
So I'm just looking over to the bench. I see Chris Warner, Clayton Anderson, Tommy Rogers, a couple guys.
Werder the soft tap. Connor sets it. Monahan back to Connor.
Deemed himself there.
Yes, he did. Pat Connor, he's been inconsistent tonight, but he still had a pretty solid game. He's been quite involved. Good communication from the senior. He's one that the Dons are looking at to lead this team that is primarily juniors. Sophomore Nick Cummings to serve. Stevens.
Dons point.
Cummings to serve again. That one's low. One thing for sure is, though, Darian, is that Nick Cummings, he's not shown any nervousness at all. He's come out immediately aggressive with some fire.
What do you want to do when you're a varsity? Guys don't know that he's sophomore. Want to make it seem like he's a junior.
Stevens, the strong left-handed serve. Just a bit too much muscle on it. Set point for Loyola.
And game point. Or match point, my bad.
A bit of a long substitution from the Dons. Gleason to serve on the set point. Werder, Foster, Stevens, the left hand, and that's the set. Dons win the second set 25-13. A really strong performance from the Dons in the second set. I think they improved on their play from the first set.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
We're going to take a quick break. Bring to you the third set. I'm Matt Smolk alongside Darren Anderson. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Jerry Savage Court. I'm Matt Smolk alongside Darren Anderson to bring to you this third set of Loyola Dons varsity volleyball action. Dons won the first two sets, looking to finish the game early here. A number of debuts for the Dons. Number 15, Clay Anderson. Number 5, Chris Warner on the court to start the match. You can see number 30, down second libero, Tommy Rogers, the junior, on the sidelines. Appears ready to come in.
So he'll be going in for Cohen.
So no seniors on the court for the Dons.
Got 5 juniors and 1 sophomore.
Pretty much the same lineup for BL. Foster, Milton, Davis, Werder, Stevens. Foster serves it. Cummings. Monahan sets Warner. First touch of the game. Foster now back to Werder. 2 hands over. Rogers to Monahan. Warner sends it back over. Davis now. And it's Rogers on the set for the Dons. Take it again. Monahan sets it. Cummings. Long slam from the outside. Foster sets it. Davis, great stop by Cummings, and a miscommunication between the two new juniors, Monahan and Rogers. That's okay.
It's a great rally there. I think that's the longest of the game.
I agree. Quick stop for a scoreboard check.
So they put the point in for Loyola instead of BL.
Wouldn't mind that. Foster the service. Monahan. Cummings with some pace. You can see Coach Bayer stepping on the court, telling him to calm down a little bit. He's been aggressive, but that was perhaps a bit too aggressive from the young sophomore.
Agree with that.
Rogers the nice dig. Monahan. Cummings again. That one he slams home.
Gilmore with the serve.
Monahan now. Warner. Cummings backs up, sends it over. Here's Foster. Werder with the right hand, a soft tap. Monahan's there. Warner back up. It's Anderson. Gets it over. Davis unable to block that. It was a bit softer than he expected. Just didn't shoot back out with the same velocity. Knocked in the net. It's Loyola's point. Gilmore to serve. The right hand over. BL's libero unable to get to it.
Trying to find the ball. It looks like it went underneath the bleachers.
For those of you not here in person, it is quite warm here in Loyola's gym. 93 degrees outside. It's not a whole lot cooler inside either.
I'd say it's more the humidity than the heat.
I mean, I'm just been sitting here. I'm sweating.
BL got the point there.
Werder slams into the net on the service. Coach Bayer requesting a lineup check on the next server. It'll be number 15, the junior, Clay Anderson. High serve, might have been going out. Werder tried to knock it upwards. Just mishit it there. Anderson the second service, Milton. Foster, Davis, good dig by Monahan, back over the net. It's Foster to set it again. Stevens, the left hand. That's rejected by the sophomore, Nick Cummings.
All the juniors seem really happy for him there.
Oh yeah, the duo of sophomores, Cohen and Cummings at the net.
See, Don's starting to rally here. They've been able to get 5 points, and BL takes another timeout.
Timeout for BL. Darren, now that we're part of the way through the third set, what's been your overall impression of this game?
Don's definitely coming out firing, trying to get early leads. First set, weren't able to do that, but able to redeem themselves and get the win 25-19.
Yeah, I think Loyola's just overall had a lot smoother play, better communication from the Dons.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And they'll be looking to make another run of the championship this year. As we know, they were so bitterly disappointed.
Definitely be great because all the juniors try and get championship win, see if we can get our 4 seniors championship win after last year.
Right. The core seniors, Connor, Gleason, Whitney, Clark, this is going to be their last run at it. Try and get a championship before they graduate.
Definitely. See if we can get a lot more guys playing next year because team right now, primarily juniors.
Milton, the serve. Warner with the block, tipped over by Foster.
Tried to go for the three-pointer there.
Great play by Foster. I believe that was Cummings, unable to corral that.
So just a quick count, we got 9 juniors on the team, which is more than half.
Strong core for next year, that's for sure, Darian. Cummings, great play from the young sophomore. Taps that over the net between the lines of BL. So far, Darren, the 2 sophomores both had strong games.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Showing that they're made for varsity. Being the 2 youngest guys on the team.
Tucker Moore, his first touch of the game. Loyola's point as the tap from BL sails wide. And now we have a couple new players on the floor for BL. Their coach really trying to get them a bit of playing time.
Aaron Filger coming in for the Lakers. Making a good impression. Gets first touch for the Lakers.
Stevens left-handed set. Blocked again by Cummings. You can see Cohen shaking him. Don's definitely in a good mood right now. BL's bench, not quite so much. Moore with his third service. Rogers, Moore with the set. Connor slams it. Foster able to get it. That's Jack Finnerty for BL. Unable to touch it over the net. Don's taking an 11-4 lead. You know, Darian, it started out close in the first set, but about midway through the second set, and now in this third set.
Don's got 7-point lead, starting to run away with it.
I think it's become clear that Loyola is the superior team here on the court today. And Stevens, the left-handed slam, sails a good bit over. You'll note with the 12-4 lead, Coach Baer has opted to rest most of his stars, including number 18, Sam Clark, who had such a spectacular game in the first and second sets.
They seem like they've rested almost all their stars. The only guy who's still out there from first set is Casey Gilmore and Sam Cohen. Looks like Pat Counter's out there too.
Yep. Now at the 13-4 lead, it seems like the rest of this match might be a mere formality. Again, a miscommunication.
Largest lead so far in the game, 10 points, 14-4 Dons.
The BL bench now looking on with a mixture of resignation and defeat. Moore's run of service comes to an end. He puts one into the net. It'll be the left-hander Stevens to serve for BL now.
Andrew Grover coming in for the game for the Lakers now.
First appearance for Grover. BL's coach also clearly trying to get some of his reserves some playing time. As Gilmore now to Connor. Stevens to Milton. 2 handover. Rogers Up to Gilmore. Sets it. Connor taps it. Finnerty gets a hand to it. And that was Figler. A good effort, but unable to come off with the off balance.
So I've just been noticing the different coaching styles during the game. Coach Bear has been more talkative and acting around, but BL's on the other hand, sort of quiet.
And I think that's partly a reflection of the energy of the game here.
Oh yeah, definitely.
All in all, the Darien, it's been a strong first outing for the Dons.
Definitely.
They look to be
now coming out from BL.
They look to be well on their way to winning their first game in the MIAA, as they now take a 16-6 lead here in this third, and what is presumably the final set.
Tommy Rogers serving now for the Dons. See if he can keep this momentum rolling.
Milton to Stevens.
Don's point.
Stevens called for a hold. I think BL has had quite a few more infractions than Loyola has.
Oh yeah, definitely. Ball's in.
And that is in. Great serve from Rogers on the ace. Milton let it go by him. Clearly thought it was out. But now Don's 12-point lead. We're to the high set. Connolly. Anderson, an animated reaction there. His slam sent back, well back, and out. Don's taking a 19-6 lead here in this third set. Score just seems to be getting more lopsided the longer this game goes on.
Definitely.
Stevens, another hold. Shaking his head. Pretty discouraged right now, I think.
I'd say just by this game is going, I think Dons might have a keep BL in single digits for this set.
It's looking likely as Anderson slams that one off the shoulder of Finnerty. Loyola's bench getting excited with every point. Ooh, Rogers miscues badly on that serve.
Laughed it off though. So that's good.
Yep. High spirits. Coach Bayer encouraging his team. It's been a strong first showing for the Dons.
Yeah, definitely. Got to start the year off strong somehow.
Cummings. Moore sets it. Connor. Coach Bayer calls it out. Again, good communication, both within the team and from the sidelines for Loyola. A quick apology for any technical difficulties we may be facing right now, folks.
Look like our video is not working at the moment.
Monahan now. Set back over. It's Cummings. Monahan, the two-handed set up. Connolly. The slam is rejected. That is the boys Latin reserve. Andrew Grover with the block. BL bench cheered him for that one. A good showing there from the youngster.
Sorry for the technical difficulties, everybody.
It's Michael Foster now with the left-handed serve for BL. Short serve. Warner digs it. Anderson ducked to let him get it, but Warner might not have seen that ball the last minute. Sends it wide. Score is 22-9 for those folks still tuned in. Here's Monahan now, sets it. Warner, the right-handed smash. Now here's Werder for BL. Sends it over the short. Saved by Monahan. Now Cummings comes flying in from the back. He sent it long, but it was still Loyola's point. It's now number 14, James Connolly, to serve for the Dons. 23-9 the score. Connolly, a laser, but it's blocked by Milton. Stevens, the left hand, he sends that slam well wide. Match point for the Dons. The whole bench is now on their feet, ready to congratulate the Dons on their first win. It's Connolly with the service. It's an easy right-hander. Now Foster sets. It's Werder. Knocks it over. Rogers. Now Warner. And it's the Dons' point. Werder went for the block, back into the net, and that is the match. Loyola takes the third set, 25-9. For those of you folks watching, I'm sorry for the technical difficulties. But the important thing is that Loyola Volleyball wins its first match 3-0. A strong performance over BL. Thank you for watching. Make sure you tune in tomorrow, 4 o'clock, for Loyola football against BL. I'm Matt Smoke alongside Darian Anderson and Jerry Savage Court. Have a good night, folks.